Hi everyone, it's Trishna. Welcome to the Temple of Transformation. Today we're going to be talking about the full moon in Aquarius, which is also a supermoon and also often called the Sturgeon Moon. The way that this video is going to be structured is I'm first going to share the insights that I received regarding this full moon in Aquarius, and then I'm going to share some information around the astrological transits and players, and then we're going to do a guided meditation together so that you can connect yourself with the full moon in Aquarius and receive direct guidance that is specific to you, and then we'll wrap it up with an oracle card pull. So first, focusing on what I was feeling for this full moon, the kinds of energies that I think are going to be present here. So the first thing that I got was breakthrough. I also got the word angst, I got the word transformation, and I got the word origins. So regarding breakthrough, what I was feeling for this full moon in Aquarius is that we're going to be having a lot of ideas that are going to start to surface for us. So maybe not immediately around the full moon in Aquarius, but kind of as we develop, as we go through life beyond the full moon in Aquarius. So it's kind of like we're that seed that's popped out of its shell, or the sprout that's popped out of its seed that's trying to make its way to sprout out into the sunlight, but is having to travel through the soil. So we're currently traveling through that soil, still having to release things. The full moon is about releasing, still having to transform ourselves. But once we do that, and if we do that, we're going to break through and we're going to have all these ideas that are coming to us, innovations. The other thing that I was feeling is angst. So I feel this kind of discord that's happening within us where we're looking out in the world and seeing that everybody else seems to be doing okay. Everybody else seems to have things together. Everybody else is happy, or everybody else seems to be in flow with the universe. And maybe I'm pretending to be that way too, but inside, that's not how I really feel. Inside, I feel like I'm confused. I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel like I don't really know what my direction is. So there is this kind of discord, this opposing energy of, I think I'm supposed to be like that, but I feel like this, and I don't really know what to do about it. Now, this makes sense given the astrology system. So whenever we work with astrology, whatever sign you're working with, the opposite sign across the chart will carry the opposite energy. So for example, Virgo can be very rigid, very routine oriented, very hardworking, very much about perfection. The opposite side of that is Pisces. So Pisces is about going with the flow, being open, not having routines, definitely not being about perfection, kind of letting things go. Virgo is about the enemies that we can see. Pisces is about the hidden enemies that we're not really aware of. So similarly, when it comes to the Aquarius full moon and the Leo sun sign, which is on the opposite side, Leo is about what is obvious to us. Leo is about the sun is shining and we're only looking at what's on the surface. We're not really looking at the shadows below it. And then Aquarius is on the other side, which is kind of discovering more of what's really going on and what needs to be improved. Furthermore, it is the full moon, so it is the moon, the subconscious kinds of energies, and they are opposing in the sky. So we have the Leo sun and the full moon in Aquarius on the opposite side. So the angst essentially that you are feeling is normal and it's happening to everybody, so you're not alone. So do your best to kind of transform through that, and that will help you get those breakthroughs and ideas that we just talked about. The next word is transformation, which has already come up a few times in this discussion. Now, usually whenever we think about transformation, we think about Scorpio. Scorpio is this energy of darkness, the subconscious. Scorpio is about death and therefore rebirth. So it's really about transformation. But Scorpio is really about that inner transformation. Aquarius, I'm feeling, is about transformation as well, but it's really that outer transformation on that collective level. So Aquarius is about new technologies, it's about humanitarianism, it's about changing things on that broader level. So I'm getting a lot of that as well. So you may notice that you're feeling drawn to more collective causes or feeling like you're a part of the greater cosmos. You may notice that there's a lot of transformation that is going to be happening in the collective as well on that grander stage, that grander theme, grander play. And finally, we have origins. So Leo is about the limelight, but it's also about me. I want the limelight. And so then on the other side, we have Aquarius, which is about, I don't want the limelight. I want to be a part of the collective. I want us to all be raised up. But what I'm getting around the collective here is origins. What collective do you want to contribute to? And what collective do you feel like you belong to? So how this may appear for you, how this may manifest for you during this time period is you may feel connected to starseeds all of a sudden. You may feel connected to certain ET races and start connecting to that. You may start feeling connected to being an earth angel or an indigo child, a crystal child, or an angel incarnate or a unicorn incarnate. Or you may feel more connected to your culture that maybe your ancestors are from, or more connected to your ancestors. And you may want to do more research around that, or you may feel a greater bond. You may just want to kind of like explore that area of your life. So I'm getting the word origins. Okay, so that's what I've been feeling regarding the energies and how I think that they may show up for you. So it's definitely some exciting times. Just remember that if you're feeling angst, you're not alone, and that gives you the ability to transform that to get the ideas and the breakthroughs that you've been waiting for, that have been just kind of there under the surface, and you're like, when are they going to come? They want to come and they want to flourish for you. Okay, so now let's move into some of the astrological information. So first of all, August is going to be a very eventful month. So we have the full moon on August 1st in Aquarius. We also have the Pisces full moon on August 30th, so 2 full moons in 1 month. Then of course in between we have the new moon in, should be Virgo. Oh, new moon in Leo is what it's saying. So yeah, we have that, and that's going to be on August 16th, around that time frame. Kind of depends on where you live in the world. So we have that, but then on top of that, as we've discussed in previous videos, we have Venus in retrograde, we have Chiron in retrograde, Mercury is going to be in retrograde August 23rd, so you may be feeling the shadows of it already, the shadow period, the pre-retrograde period. We also have Saturn in retrograde, we have the north and south nodes both in retrograde, we have Pluto in retrograde, we have Neptune in retrograde. So we have a lot of things in retrograde right now, so it's already going to be very eventful. What else? We've already talked about how it is a full moon. So this is about releasing. You release and transform. You get those ideas and breakthroughs. It is also a Sturgeon Moon. So I believe it's called the Sturgeon Moon due to the Algonquin Native American tribe, that this was a really good time for fishing for sturgeon and being able to capture a lot of them. And I believe in pagan traditions, this is a time period where it was a really good time for harvest. So you can think about this as a really powerful time for being able to harvest. So that's really good. You can start getting those ideas and harvesting on those ideas and connecting to your origins and being able to get on your path in that respect and start harvesting along your lightworker divine mission and purpose while you're here. Because this is an Aquarius full moon, Aquarius rules the 11th house in the astrological chart. And the 11th house is about the collective. So we already talked about that, but you may also be drawn towards connecting with your friends more, trying to find your community. So if that's something that you're feeling drawn to, go ahead, because everybody's kind of living under this same umbrella. So if you reach out to somebody, say, hey, I'd love to connect with you or reconnect with you, they're probably going to say yes because they're feeling some of the same vibes. So you may also end up connecting to maybe past friendships, maybe old high school friends or friend groups, because it is the collective wanting to connect to that, to the origins that I was feeling in the intuitive portion, and then also because it is Venus in retrograde, so a lot of people from the past coming back in for maybe another reconnection or maybe for transformation before another kind of parting of ways. This is also a time of planning because Aquarius does rule the 11th house, which is also about long-term planning. So this may be a time period where you feel like you are noticing that your plans are not really working out, or that you didn't quite, or you want to make changes to your plans, or you need to change something in your life. Maybe it's diet, maybe it's your actual schedule. So this is a time where you may be thinking about and wanting to redo your plans. So this is a beautiful time to do that because the energy is all about it, but also because we are just a little over halfway in the year. So this is a great time to reevaluate your plans so that you can kind of course correct or update it for the rest of this year before the next new year and New Year's resolutions happen. So that is everything that wanted to come through regarding the astrology section. So now let's go ahead and get into the guided meditation portion. And we're going to start getting guidance directly for ourselves from the Aquarius moon. So let's start off by First, cleansing the space around us. And as I do this, the sound waves are traveling to your environment, traveling to your ears and your body, cleansing you, your body, your etheric body, every one of your cells, down to your DNA, and cleansing your environment as well. And now take a moment to close your eyes. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. So take a breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. One more in and out. Take a moment to notice any tension that might be in your body. You might feel it in your face, in your neck and shoulders. You may feel it in your hips, or anywhere else in your body. Just take some moments to breathe into those areas and breathe out. And maybe even moving your hands to wherever you feel that tension. And as you do so, sending love, compassion, and relaxation. Knowing that that tension is just your body, maybe your mind trying to protect you. Just letting those areas know that it's okay to release, that it's safe, that you acknowledge that protection, say thank you. Thank you, body, thank you, mind. I can take it from here. And now imagining a sphere of silvery light above your head. And allowing that sphere to enter into the top of your head via your crown chakra. And as it does so, releasing silvery light into your head, into your face, activating your third eye, down into your throat, down into your heart space, filling up your lungs, down into your solar plexus, down into your sacral, all the way down into your tailbone, which is the root chakra. And just allowing this silvery moonlight to activate your entire body and to radiate out into your auric field, clearing and cleansing any tension and any energy that does not serve you anymore. And sending this cleansing energy out into the world, into the collective of the tribes in which you belong to, the tribe that we share here in this group, the tribes of your family and your loved ones. And then the greater collective, as well as the tribe that you belong to as a starseed, if you resonate with that, or your culture. Sending loving, healing energy to any and all of those groups. And now calling in your ancestors, any ET family that you connect with, your angels, your guides, and your higher self. Thank you all for joining us here today. Thank you for guiding us along our path. Thank you for helping us navigate through the darkness, even when we don't know which way the light is, but always guiding us to the end of that tunnel. Thank you for the support that you provide, both seen and unseen. Thank you for being here with us today. Taking another deep breath here. Sitting with these energies, tuning into our core more deeply, being present and grounded here. And now inviting the full moon energies and Aquarius energies Thank you, full moon in Aquarius. What messages and lessons do you have for us at this time? What guidance do you want to share with us today? What still needs to be transformed? Please help us bring these breakthroughs in, these ideas, these connections, to serve our greater good as well as the greater good of the collective. You may see a mirror showing up in front of you right now. You may see your reflection in this mirror, or maybe not. If you see your reflection, you see all that you could be, and all that you will be if you call it in. And if you don't see your reflection, you see all the things that you could and can have. That are being called in for you now. Stare into this mirror and receive any messages, any feelings, any visuals that want to come through. Any guidance the full moon in Aquarius has for you at this point in time in your journey. What messages do you have for us? What guidance? What ideas? And as we start to end this meditation, the full moon in Aquarius has some messages for me to share with you. If you feel that you did not receive anything and you feel frustration around that, let it go, release it. Know that you did receive messages, whether you sensed it or not, whether you believe it or not. Messages from the divine first come through in our subconscious minds before they surface up into our conscious. Sometimes it surfaces up very quickly and we get direct downloads in these meditations. Sometimes we get those downloads a day or two later. Sometimes we receive signs and synchronicities in our external world. So, the message from the full moon in Aquarius is, remember, we are working with a full moon. So we are working with subconscious energies, but they do want to come to light. Also, the message is, remember that this is the Aquarius full moon. Aquarius is ruled by air, but sometimes is considered a water sign as well, as it is a water bearer. So remember not to be too much in your head regarding this. Really let go, release, go with the flow of water. Let the guidance come to you when it and you are truly ready. It will come. So let's take one last full breath. Breathe in and out, releasing any part of us that feels like we're inadequate or not doing this right because we didn't receive as much as maybe we think we should have. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Bella got a very deep meditation here. She fell asleep. Give me a moment. All right, so remember that this is a time period where we might feel some angst, where we think I should have received all this other stuff, but inside I didn't, and I feel frustrated about it. So just remember there is this angst, and if you're still feeling frustrated, then you can redo this meditation and get guidance on that specifically and healing. And wherever you feel the tension around, I didn't get enough, I want to get more, you can release that tension, release that stress, and give that focus and send it love and say thank you mind, thank you ego. Thank you for caring so much about this guidance and my well-being that you want the guidance now. I love you and I respect you, and I'm just excited, just as excited as you are. I release you from being the gatekeeper for this. We're on the same page, we want the same things. We're gonna get it. We will receive it. You are free, mind and body, you are free. And just send that stress up to the universe to be transformed. Free yourself from it. And you're gonna get the ideas, they're gonna come, you're gonna get the guidance. And again, it may not come in a conscious way, and you may not even realize that it's happened. 3 days from now, 2 days from now, you might suddenly get inspired idea that you get inspired from a conversation and think, oh no, it was a conversation that gave me that idea, but it actually started from the meditation that opened you up to be guided to that conversation, to be able to hear it enough to get the download and receive it. So the universe and your subconscious are going to work in a multitude of ways to help you in the exact way that you are ready to receive it. So that was a meditation. Again, you can come back to this at any point in time. So let's go ahead and pull a card for any messages that want to come through. And as I'm shuffling, if you enjoyed this meditation, if you enjoyed this moon circle ceremony ritual that we just did, you might be interested in my light codes activation course, my spiritual activation code course for light workers who are wanting to connect with their divine mission and their divine purpose. And that course has 4 separate chakra alignments, 4 separate chakra activations that will align your energy, that will cleanse your auric field, that will empower it, and that will allow you to connect to what your mission is, what your purpose is here. And I am planning to also do a twin flame course that will be a lot like this. So if you're interested in that, please let me know, because I have been guided to do this twin flame course for about 2 years. And if I hear a yes around that, let me know and I will make it sooner rather than later. So if you're interested in those courses, the spiritual activation course is already ready and up. You can find it at www.spiritualactivationacademy.com. It is currently on Thinkific, but it should be on Udemy soon, or Udemy, depending on how you pronounce it. I've already had about 30 people join the course, and the price is very, very cheap right now, so it's definitely a good time. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and pull a card since none jumped out. All right, we got Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Okay, beautiful. I absolutely love that, because like I was saying before, we are going through this transformation. Usually Scorpio is considered transformation, but I was really feeling it for Aquarius. We're going through a transformation, and that's really going to happen in the collective, but everything that happens in the collective first starts internally. So this is definitely a time where you are going through an energetic shift. You are going to have that breakthrough, right? New information, ideas, breakthrough coming through here. Anunnaki, right? Starseed origins. Light codes, that was my course. That is my course, light codes activation course, spiritual activation course. So if any of you guys are interested in this, this is, I picked this card at random, so this might be a double sign for you. Yeah, the end of a cycle. So we are starting to sprout out, ready to see the sun, but there is a little bit of an energy shift that we still need to do, some transformation work that we still need to do. But it's coming. It's coming finally, right? It's coming finally. So with that, let's go ahead and just do a final thank you to our guides, our higher self, our ancestors, our star family, our angels, the full moon in Aquarius, Aquarius energies. Thank you all for being a part of this with us. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for activating us. Thank you for sending us the wisdom that we need. Thank you for awakening us to the signs and next steps. Thank you for the breakthroughs and ideas to come. Thank you for the connections to our origins. Thank you for a new cycle. All right. So, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a part of the collective healing today in this video, doing all of this together. I hope you guys are doing very, very well. We do have a Lionsgate portal coming up very, very soon, so I hope to see you in that video shortly. I will also likely do a Mercury retrograde video this month as well, since that's coming up. And let me tell you, Mercury retrograde has been hitting me hard. As hard as Mercury retrograde could hit, it hit hard all 3 times. I know Mercury retrograde has not started yet, but it has already started for me. So I plan to do a, see, look at that. I'm like slurring my words a little bit. I've like stumbled my words several times. I'm telling you, it's already, and that's just the easy stuff. It's just the easy Mercury retrograde stuff. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next few videos. I wish you well. I hope you have a wonderful full moon in Aquarius. I love you, and I'll see you guys soon.